Trick number 33. So for this trick, I'm going to need my assistant, Diku, to help me out. Okay, so now I'm going to lay 9 cards down in a 3x3 grid, like this. Okay, and then I'm going to leave the room, and you're going to tell my assistant what card you're gonna pick, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to read your mind to figure out what card you picked. Okay, so I'm going to go out of the room, and you're just going to touch a card and tell my assistant. I'm not looking.
Got it? Okay.
Now, my assistant Diku is going to just put a little magic in all of the cards, and I'm going to try to figure out which card you picked. Okay, let's think. Which card of you have picked? Okay. Did you pick this card?
I did.
Ta-da!
Wow.
Thanks!
Amazing.
Trick number 33, the helpful assistant. Okay, so here's how you do the trick. So you will need, this is a 2-person trick, which means that you will need a really helpful assistant, which means that they already know how you do the trick, but you will also need an audience member who doesn't know how you do the trick. So that's the only thing. But then you have to have the 5 of diamonds or any 5, and then that will be helpful for the trick. And then you just get any 8 other cards, random cards, and you just make it a 3x3 grid like that. So then the 5 should be in the upper left corner, like that. So then you just ask the audience member to point to a card. So then let's say they point to this one. So this is while you've left the room, but your assistant is looking at what card they picked. So here's how it works. So the 5, on the 5, it's like a 3x3 grid here, because this is the lower right corner, this is the lower left corner, this is the upper right corner, and this is the upper left corner, and then this matches the grid. So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the 9 cards. So then you just, when you come back from the room and you say I'm going to read the audience member's mind, and then the assistant who's watching the audience member, they point to each card, but the first card, the 5, they point to it where on the 3x3 grid. So let's say they picked the Jack of clubs. Then you point to here on the 5 of diamonds, so that they know, so that you know that it's the Jack. So let's say they point to the 3 of clubs. Then you would point to the middle of the card, since it's the middle of the grid. Lastly, so you just do that for any card that they picked, but let's say they picked the 5. Then the assistant would point to the upper left corner, so that would mean the 5. So that's basically how you do the trick.
And for the rest of the cards, where do they point?
So the rest of the cards, they can just point anywhere they want. That doesn't really matter.
Thank you.
Thanks.